platform, we will look at various building blocks that are available for self-learning. So we will be showing some of these features like multiple choice questions, fill with calculated answers, which are more relevant for mathematics, physics, that kind of subjects which require calculations. And we'll also look at practice questions from the back of the book that has exercises. We'll also show timed MCQ with detailed explanations of right and wrong answers. We'll also show drag and drop for matching columns like A and B with the drag and drop options. We'll also show where images make sense with a drag and drop of filling the image with the right answers that we have for a student to learn on their own. We will have multiple choice questions, revise the answers with question answers on a flip card. We will have problem solving using calculated answers. They can learn from their looking at the book exercises. They can have learning from practices. We'll also show some formulas if it's a math or any other subject where formulas are available. So we'll give a snapshot of various important formulas and how they are derived. And so we'll also look at some frequently asked questions. Now, let's look at a multiple choice question. For various activities, a student can also pick some of the chapters that they want, or they can look at all chapters as shown here. In this particular case, it's a mathematics subject. So let's look at all chapters and then click on a multiple choice question. So you will get questions as listed here. Each set can contain a certain number of questions, and the student can try to answer and learn on the way. So for the first question, which is 36, can be expressed as product of its prime. Student will choose some answer which he thinks is right. So let me click on one of them to see if it's right or not. So, okay, the answer that was clicked was wrong. So, and there's an explanation saying what the right answer should be. Okay. So they can read and understand the explanation so that they are aware of how to arrive at the right answer. Similarly, they can move on to the next question and click on the answer. In this case, it's the right answer, but still the explanation is given so that they understand the basics of the subject. So every rational number is a whole number, natural number, integer, real number. So you can click on the real number is the answer, but you can click on the wrong answer and see why the real number is the right answer, and so on. So you can keep on doing this. Let's look at other things. Can look at calculated answers. So this is again on a question that requires calculation. So let me answer something so that we can look at the answer. And after typing in, click on check answer. So it says your answer 24 is incorrect. The correct answer is 8. You can move on to next question. So 196. Let's see whether that is the right answer. Yeah, 196 is the right answer. You can move on. 134 is the wrong answer, I know, but let's try. So it says 134 is incorrect. Correct answer is 45, and so on. So, for each question, you can try to attempt and then give a calculated answer and see whether it's right or wrong. To understand, the same questions are repeated in the revise answers section. So you can click on that. So the question is posed here as a card. Find the HCF of 135 and 225. Click on the card to see the right answer. and answer is 45, and here is the derivation of how the right answer is arrived at. So you can move on to the next question. HCF 196 and 38,220. Click on the card to see how to arrive at the right answer, which is 196, and so on. So you can keep doing it. For each of the question, there is an explanation of how it's arrived at, and this will help student to revise their understanding of the subject. Okay, so you can also attempt learning from the exercises in the book. So here what will happen is the question is posed and the answer is not immediately available, but once the student writes down the answer on a piece of paper, then they can check the answer which is given below, and they compare if their answer matched with the answer given by the faculty. So similarly, for each of the question they can click and understand the answer.